Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. How are we all, peeps? Hope you're all well. Tonight, a little bit of a change up in the room tonight. Something different. Like my new little LED rope lights. A little funkiness for the room, something different. Yeah, nice and cheap too. Trying to sharpen up a little bit something for you guys out there. Tonight we're going to talk about a few things. We'll start off Apple Card. Talk on the net today is Apple Card is not all titanium. Funny that. I sort of never guessed it would be. It's a pretty expensive material to use, but it is predominantly titanium. It's got a mixture of 90% titanium and 10% aluminium. So for all you out there that was thinking it was a full titanium card, it isn't. It's a bit of a combo. I guess like stainless steel is a combination of things to get the right material thing. Obviously it's nice and light and strong, the titanium with that 90%. That aluminium gives it maybe that little bit of shine, a pop. Because generally titanium is pretty dull and grey and boring. So yeah, something different. But little hot one I thought I'd chuck in there, something different there. So if you do have one of the cards, you've got 90% titanium. Check the value. Trump is back. Wow. The guru is back. He's back on form. Over the weekend, 122 tweets of absolute craziness. God bless his cotton socks. I don't know what the media or us guys would have to laugh about if he didn't get on Twitter and say something stupid. He fired off at a couple of actors, like Deborah Messing from Will and Grace, had a crack at her for something, didn't like what she did, so he had a crack at her, so he's doing personal vendettas as the president, which is pretty ridiculous. And then the biggest one is in a meeting of his staff or people, he's come out and said, why don't we nuke the hurricane that's hitting Florida at the moment? And apparently it says here more on one occasion he's asked the US military to bomb a hurricane. I don't know if making a hurricane radioactive is really going to help the situation, but yeah, someone said to me today, thinking outside the box, and it's definitely thinking outside the box. I don't know where that box is, but it's not anywhere I live. I want to be living if he's nuking rainstorms. Anyway, as well as that, his staff from one of those meetings actually was reported to have come out and said, what the F are we supposed to do with this guy? Like, what do we do, man? This is just, what do I say to that? So, yeah. There's a heap of other stuff on there, but that's like the numero uno, just, yeah, stuff like that gives you a good laugh and a chuckle throughout the day. Concerning that a guy that does have the finger on the button to hit nuclear weapons has the ability to the thought process to put a radioactive nuclear bomb into a storm cloud. Anyways, who knows? Maybe down the road, we could be all proved wrong, and that might be a way to fix storms. Who knows? But it was quite amusing, and yeah, Trump on fire, 122 tweets. He had a big weekend. Not much to do at home, I guess, to be on Twitter all day, pretty much every day. It'd take me that long just to do 122 tweets, I think. So yeah, pretty cool. Good old Trumpy. And another exciting one. Oh, excuse the ads. Don't you love ads? Pop-up ads. LeBron, the king. LeBron James has filed a trademark on Taco Tuesday. Apparently because he's always tweeted about it on Instagram, that apparently everyone calls Taco Tuesday because he said so. So I've heard it a million times in Australia. LeBron James is not really that big here. unless you're an AFL footballer or a rugby league player, he's probably not going to be as big. People know of him, but I don't think that any of them would have ever heard of him calling it Taco Tuesday. So, but he's filed for it in America. There's another food brand that has it from the 60s or 70s, and he's trying to put a trademark and claim it legally. And well, if he gets it, good luck to him, I guess. I don't know really what that means. How he's going to make any money. It must be. I'm assuming it's a big thing in the States. A lot of restaurants and that would promote it, I guess, on Tuesdays to get customers in. And I guess if he has the trademark, then they'd have to pay him to use that. So something different to be able to trademark a popular term. I'm not sure how a judge would allow that. That would be stepping on the toes of a lot of small business people, just so the rich can get richer. So hopefully not. Hopefully he sees sense and pulls back. That's pretty silly, actually. I don't think anyone should be allowed to trademark something like that unless they actually did invent it, which is possibly down to this other mob that already has the trademark on it. So, and I don't think they vigorously run out and smash people for using it. So something different, and yeah, very strange that the basketball players getting into those sort of scenes. You think his company would have done it and kept his name out of it, so he didn't get this sort of bad press. So see what happens. And last but not least was a good one I looked at today is Amazon Go. I don't know if you've heard of it. Obviously not here in Australia. In the States, Amazon Go's opened up a couple of stores. Watched the guy today, one of the guys I'm subscribed to, went through the store, is in there for 42 minutes, showed us all about it. That it's, I guess it's like a servo, just quick in and out food, like a quick and go you get at the service stations here in Australia. They don't really have that there as much. Obviously they don't have the space, but yeah, it's just like a small little deli where you can get a quick feed, a drink or whatever. Basically it works is there's no staff in the store other than guys packing the shelves. You've got an app which your payment details through Amazon are all already locked in and loaded into this app. It's got a QR code that as you walk in, you put that on the gate as you walk in, and in the roof it's just mega loads, like hundreds of scanners and sensors that are watching. As soon as you scan, they basically track every movement you make, where you're standing. They know exactly what's there. They can see what your hand picks up. They know your hand picks up, put it in the bag, and then you just walk out. You don't have to pay, you don't have to talk to anyone. You can just go in, get a drink, walk out, straight out without paying, and they'll send you an invoice through the app later down the road. I'm not sure how long it takes, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. You'll get an invoice saying what you purchased and blah, blah, blah. And he did it. He picked up like 6 or 7 different items, went through, picked them up, chucked them in the bag and just walked straight out. He said it was very unnerving. Felt a little bit like he was doing something wrong, I guess, which is sort of understandable. But he said if he had one of these shops close to his work, that he'd do it all the time. It was just simple, quick, easy, and just bang in and out. No talking, no staff, just bang in and out. It's all basically electrical. I'm not sure what they do if the power goes out. I did chuck a question on. I haven't had a feedback on it as yet, and I asked the question that if you went with someone, just say you and your partner or a mate's gone in, you want to go in and get a drink, they don't have the app, then as far as my understanding is, and might be able to help me out here, I don't think they can walk in with you. Basically, it's only going to let one person, because obviously it's going to track you and your spending. If anyone else could walk in, they could take whatever they wanted and not get charged. So yeah, so a little bit tricky in that. So if it was, say, on a main street where you've got a small footpath, you might have then said friends or family or kids or whatever have to stay out on the footpath while you go in to get something, because they don't have the app or to go in and walk around with you. So I think Amazon maybe just needs like a waiting area at the front of their shops for friends and family, I guess, just somewhere where they can stand, and maybe free Wi-Fi, or so they can buy something from the Amazon store while they're waiting. But yeah, so look, something different. I guess when we got cash registers at the shops that don't have staff, it was a big thing for us, and you just go through and swipe it, and everyone thought they could cheat it and steal stuff, and I guess they've got that pretty much down now. Well, I guess this is the next step altogether. There's going to be just basically no one. You don't even have to go and swipe it. You could basically go into Coles or Woolies and swipe when you walk into Woolies, and then you just walk out with your trolley full of stuff, load it in the car. No people, no cash registers, no nothing. Just go straight in one gate and then out another gate, and it's already all charged, and it'll just get billed to your credit card that of your choosing through the Coles, Woolworths. So I'm assuming that's all going to come. Amazon's obviously way in front of the game, and I'm assuming the next 5 years, maybe 10 in Australia, we'd probably see that roll out to here. So I'd say it's going to happen. It looked like it was pretty seamless. Something different. You can go on and check it all out on Amazon, as I've got here. As you can see, she just basically puts it in. It's just got all, basically at the moment it's just like food goes. So you've got salad sandwiches, soft drinks, lollies, milk, bread, your basics and lunchtime stuff. So yeah, something different. I thought it was interesting. As you can see, it all looks pretty good. They've got one in Chicago. Oh, they've got a few in Chicago, New York, trees. Oh, there you go. They've got at least 12 or 15 of them already happening in the States. So there you go. The shopping centres and shops, milk bars of the future. It's all changing. Anyway, that's about it from me. Hope you all had a great day. First day back at work. It's been a long day. Got to get in, do some editing now. I've got a couple of 3 videos I'm behind on. I've got to try and get some work done this week. Some late nights here, so I'll try and get them out for you this week. Got Fremantle Markets. I've got Bells Rapids. You would have seen some photos on Instagram. Go check that out. Nightcliff_34 for the latest photos. And I've got another one there. Oh, Darwin. Some footage from Darwin as well too. The Barra Farm. So I've got a bit to do. I need to get stuck in, head down, bum up, and get back to work. So whether you're coming to work, going home, or going out, I'll see you all tomorrow. See ya.